this morning the role of the Wiltshire Community Foundation here in the county. They award grants to groups across Wiltshire. So as a group, getting some money from them in the shape of a grant is big news. And so it was this weekend when the Chippenham Uniform Exchange posted on their Facebook page they were, and I'm quoting now, feeling fantastic. So to tell us why is Jade Oor, the group's founder and project manager. Morning to you, Jade.
Hello.
Now, to build up any tension that I can, before I ask you actually about the grant you got, just remind us of what you do at the Chippenham Uniform Exchange.
So we established 2 years ago with the simple idea of recycling school uniform for children. It was initially just in Chippenham. That's how I started. We've now spread and we cover pretty much anybody who wants to visit us. So we collect in donations of pre-loved uniform, and anybody is welcome to come and obtain that at very low cost.
And for those that maybe haven't had kids at school for a while, the cost of uniforms, if you were buying something new, it is through the roof, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. I mean, there are lots of things in the news about possibly reducing the numbers of particularly logo items that children might need. At the moment, there's no set thing in place to restrict that. But if you're looking at a standard secondary school, if you go by their list of all the logo items you might need, people frequently tell me if you were to buy all that new, it's costing you easily £250, £275, £300.
Which is a huge amount of money. So people struggling to afford to do that. How many people have you helped over this time then, do you think?
Over the last couple of years, I mean, it's several hundred. We would just, over the summer holidays alone, and I'm sort of taking that figure from end of July until early September, we gave out it was about 2,120 items of uniform, probably to about 300 families. And that includes people who might just pick up one thing that they're particularly looking for, or who have come and got most of their children's uniform from us. We try and keep it low cost. We have no criteria for using our service. We're independent of any school. We have a premises for people to come and visit and browse and look for what they need. We try and offer anything that you may be asked to arrive at school with. So that includes shoes, book bags, trainers, PE kit, all the logo items, of course. And so, yeah, we had a huge number of people over the summer.
So, as you say, it's open to anyone. There's no kind of criteria involved as to when you can come along and see what you've got. What kind of stories do you hear from parents about the difference it makes to them coming to you to help them out with the uniform?
We've had some really lovely feedback. I think one of the interesting things about having a premises is people come in and perhaps don't realise just how much we've got or what we've got. And then when they see how much stock we've got, I think it's a relief for parents to see, wow, I can get pretty much everything I need here. Not everybody will choose to do that. Some people would choose to buy some things and then come and get some spares from us. But the service is there for anybody, however it wants to be used. Like I said, it was primarily set up with cost in mind. But on the flip side, we also have quite a big environmental impact as well. So we also keep our statistics of how many items we've received, what that equates to savings in landfill, what that equates to savings for the environment against, the production of new items.
So now we know what you do. I've built up the tension enough, Jade. Tell us why you were feeling fantastic over this weekend then.
Because we were awarded the maximum community grant that we were able to obtain from Wiltshire Community Foundation.
And how much is it?
£15,000 spread over the course of the next 3 years.
So when you realised you got that maximum grant, what did it mean to you? What does it mean to what you do?
It is a massive relief. We have been in our premises now just over a year. And so this time last year, just under a year, this time last year, we were gathering funds. We had a premises before that we were lucky to have had use of, but we couldn't have people in to visit us. We really wanted to provide, we call it an alternative shopping experience, have things on the rails, have people able to come and see, have people browse for what they want. And so this time last year, we were gaining funding to be able to get our place for 1 year. We always know, okay, at the end of that 1 year, we need to figure out how we're going to have this continue. And the award from Community Foundation, Wiltshire Community Foundation, has just been a massive relief because it has the money now we know is there. Our rent is our biggest cost, and it is exactly what we want to provide people, but it is our biggest overhead. But just to have that money there, to know with confidence we can keep going for another 3 years, and it doesn't quite cover 100%, but to know it covers 75% of what we need to keep going is just a massive relief.
So how tough would it have been if you hadn't have got that award, that grant?
It would have been really hard to raise that money. We have been lucky enough to obtain grants from other organisations, Chippenham Barrowlands Charity, Chippenham Town Council, the Wiltshire Council, the National Lottery. It's been fantastic, but there's only a limit as to how many times you can go back and approach people and what you can achieve and how much you can get. So this is a real significant amount of money, just to be able to have that reassurance that we are pretty much covered for the next 3 years.
What would your advice be then to any group maybe listening today to the programme thinking of applying for a grant from the Wiltshire Community Foundation?
They obviously have criteria as to what kind of projects they are looking to fund, or their funding criteria. We fall nicely into both the cost of living and the environmental criteria, so I think obviously that was definitely an advantage to us. But if you have a look, the information on their website is extremely clear. The application process is extremely straightforward. We collect a lot of statistics just by what we do. We keep a record of, our savings to families. Just for example, over that summer holidays, we know our savings to families worked out to be about £36,000 compared to the cost of buying new. We keep all of that data. So it was quite... we were in a good position to present that to Wiltshire Community Foundation and say, this is the difference we are making. So I think actually anybody who thinks that they would benefit, absolutely apply to them. They are very approachable, and we had an interview before it went to the panel just to talk through about the scheme, what we were doing, how we would use the funds. And I found the process very, very straightforward.
So just tell us finally then how we find out more about you, about how people can support what you do at the Chippenham Uniform Exchange. What's the best way to get in touch, Jade?
We have a Facebook page. That's probably our most active information source. We do put things on there every week. That has our opening times on there, and that is just Chippenham Uniform Exchange in Facebook. We also have a website, www.chippenhamuniformexchange.org.uk, and again that has lots of information about how to find us, when we're open, and general information about our scheme.
And have you had a chance to celebrate yet the news of the grants?
Not really. It's just been really just sharing the news and being able to say, yes, we are here, we can stay here for another year. We don't have to worry about last minute, how do we pay our rent next month.
Well, Jade, thank you so much for joining us. Jade, founder and project manager at the Chippenham Uniform Exchange, just been awarded £15,000 from the Wiltshire Community Foundation. The difference that's going to make to them.